Every parent's worst fear is knowing that they can't do anything to protect their child.
Hi, my name's Shawn. I'm 26, and this is my story. There's some things that your parents tell you that you never forget, and this is one of them. I remember it just like yesterday.
Breakfast is ready.
Finally. Hey.
How'd you sleep?
I slept pretty good. How'd you sleep?
Good, but son, I think it's time for us to have a talk.
Nah, we already had to talk about the birds and the bees.
No, not that again. We see almost every other day of black boys who have encounters with the police and they are dying. Respect the law and the people tasked to uphold it, but to be wary of them as well, because they are still people too. Flawed. Don't wear a hoodie. Don't try to break up a fight. Don't talk back to cops. Don't ask for help. But they're all variations of a single theme. Don't give them an excuse to kill you. Get stopped for a traffic violation. Use your Sunday school manners. Keep your hands where they can be seen. And above all else, do not argue. I think it's time for us to leave before we're late for work.
True.
And you're late for school. But we'll finish this conversation.
I was driving back to my old apartment. The police came up behind me. I was in the far lane of traffic, and they, turned their lights on and everything. And I pull over, and I look up into the rearview mirror, and there's two guns pointed towards me, two cops, stationed outside of their car, and I froze. I don't know how many people really can record moments like that, because I had no recollection of what to do except to just stay calm, or try to. And then the police officer proceeded to, I could vaguely hear him say, throw your keys out the window. So I threw my keys out the window. Then he said, get out the car with your hands up. And I did that. And I immediately, once I was outside, it just, my whole aura, it just changed. It's a feeling that I wish no one ever feels, because it was a complete helplessness. Like, in that moment, I felt like I have no control over my life in a matter of seconds. But then he told me to turn around and to walk towards him backwards, which just started to make me shake, because now I have two guns pointed at my head, and if I walk too fast, if I make any type of sudden movement, if I sneezed, they could have taken it as something, whatever, and could possibly shoot me. This is what was literally going in my head. And then they simultaneously start to ask me, questions about the car, and then also read me my Miranda rights. And they say this car has been reported stolen, and I immediately, at that moment, I knew what had happened, because 3 weeks prior, I had actually had the car reported stolen, but it was recovered because it was actually just towed. And it turns out that it was city construction. They had not reported the car to the Philadelphia parking authority, and then when it was recovered and I found out that it was moved by the city, the police department still did not put in the right report that they were supposed to say that it was recovered. So 3 weeks went on as this car is still being noted as stolen, and that's what happened. But still, at the same time, I wondered why it got to that level. And when they finally realized, while I'm standing there handcuffed, and they're going and looking up the information and things like that, and figure out that what I'm telling them is all the boxes are checked and I'm not lying, they then unhandcuff me, don't apologize, and just say, with a big smirk, thanks for, they said, thanks for cooperating. Next time, you should really get that checked out. And then gives me a handshake, and I leave. But I'm so grateful that I am able to live, at least, to tell the story, unlike I know many of my other brothers and sisters.
In America, Black parents have to have this conversation with their son regarding how to interact with the police, the do's and don'ts. A country that kills someone that looks like him every 28 hours.